So the 1.1 survey just dropped for Wuthering Waves, and I think surveys like these are the best way to give your opinion on anything, simply because it offers a structured flow of content you can think of as it presents it to you. So I'm going to go through the survey, and I'm going to give my opinions on everything as we go through. So 1.1. So how do you like your experience with Wuthering Waves 1.1 so far? Very satisfied. Everything, a lot of things have been just great in general. Based on your experience with current version, how satisfied are you with the following aspects? Resonator or building? Still love the echoes, and then the amount of, I feel like when you have the 5 weapons, which is like the sword, great sword, gauntlet, pistol, and the rectifier, when you have like a signature weapons of each of those, you're more or less just done with the weapons. So it takes some time to get up, but once you do, it is good. Combat, it's just gorgeous. It's the reason why I love this game so much, the combat. So even in 1.1, where going against the Jue, the dragon, it was still, it was a scripted survival, I learned, but it didn't change the fact where in the moment where I was Jinchi and I had like 200 health and I felt like I was on death's edge, it still gave me that adrenaline rush of trying to survive. Like, I was trying hard. I didn't know it was scripted then, so even looking back on it, knowing it was scripted, it was still in the moment that I felt energized and I felt the blood pumping, and then it just flowed with the story. So in their way of trying to connect the story with the gameplay and combat and make it seem challenging, loved it. Story for the 1.1. The entire Mount Firmament arc, from meeting Chongli to meeting Abby, like his actual personality, I love Abby so much, to seeing more of Jinchi. I don't know whether to include the side, like the character stories, especially Chongli, but if we are, that character story was just gorgeous. It's changed my perspective of Wuthering Waves storytelling, what it could be, for the better. And my favorite part, I think, aspect was small Chongli, how she was able to interact in the environment with you when you get to the spoilers, my bad, spoilers, if you haven't played the Chongli story yet. 3, 2, 1. The Chongli, mini Chongli, where she can interact with the environment, where she can step on pedestals and helps you solve a puzzle, or you have to incorporate her into solving the puzzles. The puzzles were very simple, nothing scratching your brain over, but it was still a nice addition to feel like there was another NPC with you and helping you along. I wouldn't even mind NPCs in combat, but that's another conversation. World exploration. I should probably be a bit more fair with this. I haven't finished explaining all of Mount Firmament, or not explaining, I haven't finished exploring all of Mount Firmament, but from what I have explored, the red and the white colors for the mountain is just beautiful. On top of that, the music for Mount Firmament is also beautiful. Like, of all the places to be in Wuthering Waves, I enjoy being on Mount Firmament, even if I'm not there a lot, because I'm just collecting echoes elsewhere. Environment design, very satisfied, as I just explained. Events, tells Mount Firmament Tactical Simulacra. I probably butchered that name. Overall satisfied. The events themselves, I think, aren't worth, where they're not too memorable, but where they lack in memorability, they give in resources, I think. So if the story isn't going to be living in my head for rent-free for like a day or two to begin with, I would probably rather just take the resources anyway. So gives the resources, I'm overall satisfied. UI design, I'm not like overly satisfied. I think I'm just used to playing the game so often where I just know where everything is, so it's kind of hard to rate. Actually, let me just do unable to rate, because that's, given the reason I've played the game so much, it kind of feels weird. Well, actually, no. If I hated the UI, I probably would have. That probably would have been like one of those icking things at me. We'll say overall satisfied. And then Resonator design. Oh, okay. So through the story, Jinshi, nice. In terms of the character, it's like that princess around your age where you can try and help, where you understand the struggles of the weight of the crown or the weight of being a leader. So I especially enjoyed her her trailer, the As Fate Has Decreed. That was a gorgeous trailer. I got goosebumps with the music as well, and Jue talking as Jinshi goes up the steps and she has that gaze past the camera. Beautiful trailer. But Chun-Li, oh, she's been a wet dream in more ways than one. So obviously there's the physical design, obviously. Then there is the sound effects when she does the true strike on the conquest, the ground. The sound effect for that is wet dream beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then there's also her gameplay, the amount of ways you can cancel swap out of her. I personally believe the cancel swap mechanic is probably like the most fun mechanic in this game. So any characters with you can cancel swap, I enjoy the most. It also gives me a feeling of enjoyment to see other characters like fighting alongside you. Like teamwork makes the dream work. So when you can see multiple characters on the field at the same time, it gives me a nice feeling. I don't know how else to describe it. And so Chun-Li can be on the field for almost like 70% of the time you're another character's on the field when you play with her. Great. And then personality wise for both of them as well, great. So very satisfied. Performance optimization. If there was any upgrades to the system, I haven't noticed it. We're gonna say unable to rate. Yeah, because if there was, I'm just unaware. Co-op experience, unable to rate as well. The several times I've tried to do co-op, I couldn't get into anybody's world. So I have tried before, but sadly, even this far into the game, I've never done co-op successfully once. I'm not necessarily dissatisfied with that though. There's plenty of resources that respawn each day for you to not feel like you're lacking resources, so don't feel bad about that. Music and sound effects. For 1.1 specifically, very satisfied. Again, the music for the Mount Firmament area is beautiful. It's relaxing. It gives me a sense of ease as I move around. And then the sound effects are, again, I'm just thinking of Chong-Li's True Strike Conquest sound effect. That just lives rent-free in my head. So anything that lives rent-free in my head, I think highly of it, as I think I should. Beginner's guidance. What does that mean? I've been playing since day one, so I don't think I'm a beginner at this point. Oh, I'm probably going to assume I'm going to assume beginner's guidance means the like when you come across like the time manipulation devices on Mount Firmament, where it gives you that tutorial on how to do the puzzles or how to use them. Those are actually very good. Like, well, let me put it this way. I don't feel confused about anything after the tutorial. We'll say very satisfied, because I don't feel confused in the slightest after any of them. What aspects of the game do you find the most enjoyable? Select all that apply. Combat visuals, yes. Story, main quest, companion stories, all of them together at 1.1 specifically. We're not talking 1.0. 1.1 specifically, yes. Events, I don't necessarily find it enjoyable, though I do appreciate the event, especially the tactical simulacra and then also the Lalo campaign. So I do appreciate them, but I don't necessarily find it enjoyable per se. Enjoying in-game music, yes. Echo gameplay, I have been using echoes. I've been experimenting with echoes. One thing I want to mention which blew my mind when I thought of it, and like I did it and it works. I don't know if this is old news and I'm just saying something, and like I'm a person who was like late to discovering this. Let me, actually, I have the game up. Oh, this is the game, duh. Alright, I'll explain it later. The Firefly looking echo, or like the fairy echo that heals you, the 1-star, I don't remember the name of it. That echo is on the rejuvenating set, and it can trigger the rejuvenating set. Meaning, you can throw the rejuvenating set onto any character, and with that echo, you can trigger it. So, Alto, Yanhua, Yang Yang, any character, as long as you have that 1-star echo, which is on like an 8-second cooldown, and it has 4 ticks of healing, you can trigger the set. And additionally, it's a bit of healing. It doesn't make up even close to any of the healers, or there's only 2 healers in the game. It's Baiji and what's her name, Verena. So of course the 1-star echo doesn't even come close to like a actual dedicated healer, but for the amount of healing it does, where you could probably substitute another character and use their kit, and then also triggering rejuvenating set, beautiful. So obtaining new resonators and weapons. Yes, I was so happy to get Chun-Li. I did not lose my 50-50, but even if I do lose my 50-50, I don't feel like it's ever the end of the world because of how generous the game is with giving rolls, the currency for the rolls. Resonator design, again, beautiful. Combat mechanics, I love the cancel swap. Is there a cancel swap in here? Interrupting enemy skills, no. I'm assuming, I'm gonna count echo swap in here. Resonator combat designs, movesets. I've been experimenting with almost all the characters. My lowest level character is Yanhua, and he's at 43 right now. So it's or 34, excuse me, get those numbers mixed up. I love that I can take any character and you just build them up just like a tiny bit, and you can throw them into like the level 40 temporal holograms, and you can, and therefore enjoy almost any character as long as they're up to like 40, level 40 at least. So I've been playing with all the characters and I love all of them. I don't have Ling Yang for better, I think. Usually the phrase is for better or worse, but for better, I don't have Yin Yang, I'd like to say. I don't have Jianshan, the monk lady. That I'm kind of sad, so I'm hoping to get her eventually. And I have Encore, Calcharo, and Verena. So of all the resonators I do have, beautiful. High skill ceiling. The amount of times I get so close to having enough time to have 2 stars or 3 stars in the Tower of Adversity, it gives me that feeling of excitement where it's like you're only off by like 5 or 6 seconds, or even like 2 seconds. So when that happens, it's like, you know you can get it, you know you can complete it, and you can get that extra star. You just have to try again. You just have to work with your rotation. You just have to find different ways to optimize the echoes, the skills, the cancel swap, the resonator combinations, the echo sets, especially if you can reasonably build a damage set or the moonlit or the rejuvenate set on characters. So all those combinations, and you can just think of several ways where you can just get that extra few minutes, where you can get that extra star. So today, for example, for me, I was able to get the 2nd star on Hazard Zone, the 2nd one. So I don't have 30, but the fact that I've gotten so close just thanks to mixing up and experimenting the combinations of using echoes and characters and timing and everything, it's a satisfying feeling. I love this game, as you could probably tell. So high skill ceiling, yes. Co-op with friends, never done co-op, so I can't say. Different resonator / echo builds. I'm sure that kind of means the same thing. Resonator combat designs. Resonant characterizations, backstory. Oh yeah, Chun-Li's backstory is beautiful. And then Jinchi again with the trailers. I know the trailers aren't exactly in game, but I'm imagining 1.1 is like everything that goes into 1.1. Beautiful. World building and lore. The side stories. One of the side stories I've done that's memorable to me is the lore beyond the ranges. That one was, it had a morally great ending, but even still, it was beautiful to me. And the map itself of like the dragon being the shape of a mountain, and then the explanation that goes into it as you do the side stories and the main story, I'm invested. That's all I can say. So yes, world exploration and puzzle solving. I can't say I enjoy it, or say it's pleasing to explore the world, especially with the music. Puzzle solving, it is what it is. I'm not a big puzzle person, even if the puzzles are as simple as they are. The one puzzle I did actually enjoy was when you are Jinchi, or you're with Jinchi, and you are trying to raise and lower the water level so you can get to Ju-Wei, who's trapped in the prison in the story. That was actually a satisfying puzzle. That wasn't a puzzle you can just solve just like that. That reminded me of Zelda games. I haven't played Breath of the Wild, which I imagine partly almost a lot of open world games are inspired from. But I have played Zelda games before, like Twilight Princess, and I enjoyed those puzzles. So that one particular puzzle, if they make more puzzles like that, where it's not something you could just solve in like 2 seconds or like a minute, but rather you have to like spend some time moving around place to place, I would appreciate those kind of puzzles. Those are great puzzles to me. But overall, for all the puzzles and world exploration, it was pleasing. Enjoyable probably wouldn't be my first word. Enjoying the scenery, yes. Again, the color scheme from Mount Vermin is great. Roguelike gameplay, examples again, Death's Elusive Realm. Yeah, I actually did enjoy that. I especially enjoy the rewards that come from that. They have been so generous with the rewards, it's not even funny to me. Like the difference between that and a few other games that we are all probably thinking of, it's just night and day. But also being able to upgrade other characters and just feel like a god, it's an addicting feeling. So that mode and also the just Tempest holograms combined can keep me busy in this game for days. Resonator development / enhancement. Upgrading resonators, weapons, echoes. It is what it is. I can't say it's the most fun when you roll for echo substats and you're so close to a perfect one, but one's off. So the amount of resources it would take to get 5 perfect substats against 4, it's never worth it. So for me, it's like once you hit 4 good substats on a character, you just leave it as it is. But the amount of re-rolling for echoes, it's part of the gacha game process. So I can't say I really, what's the word, find it enjoyable. So challenging gameplay, yes. I enjoy getting my ass kicked by bosses. I'm not a masochist, I swear. Next one. How likely are you to complete? Oh, very likely to continue playing Wuthering Waves. What are your current goals or motivations for playing this game? Select all apply. Raising Union level and Soul 3. No. I am at 58 or 59, so I'm 1 away from 60. And I've noticed from other YouTubers that have gone to 60 way before a lot of us. Thank you, Whales. We appreciate your sacrifice, I will say. The only difference at level 60 in terms of material rewards, it seems, is just simply the ascension material. That there's a significant increase in ascension material. Everything else, though, it's like when you hit 40 or even 50, the material is just the same. So once you hit one of those 2 levels, there's no excitement in the leveling up anymore. So I'm gonna skip this one. Experiencing the storylines, waiting for future storyline. Yeah, I am. It filled me with joy to hear Ju-Wei at the end talk about the Black Shores where that's going to be our next point in the journey. I love Alto, I love Encore, and I am excited in several ways to witness more of Camilla. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Collecting echoes. It's part of the gear building process. Well, actually, on a day where you're just chilling and you're trying to build characters, and you're just going around destroying stuff on the map, it can be fun. It's more relaxing than enjoyable. Well, what's the question? Wait a minute. What are your current goals or motivations for playing the game? Is this a goal or motivation? Collecting echoes? No, actually, not in context of the question. Is it a goal or motivation to enjoy in-game music? I feel like this is a weird question for this kind of lead-in. I can't say I look forward to the music. Yeah, that's weird. No, I can't say I look forward to, like, when there is a good combat music, or like when there's going to be good combat background music for any boss, like when it comes out and I experience it, I'm like, whoa, or like, holy hell, then I'll probably mark this. But I don't necessarily look forward to the music. Saving asteroids for resonators. Yeah, I'm planning to skip both 1.2 characters, the Xiong Li, the Thunder Gauntlet, and the Glasses Painter. I'm planning to skip both of those. So I am saving for whenever Camilla drops. Yeah, that takes me to that. Co-op with friends. Again, haven't done co-op here at all. Developing / enhancing resonators. Yeah, actually, it is fun for me to build up characters to at least, I feel like with my level right now, to get them to 60 is where I can enjoy them in almost all content, including Tower of Adversity. When I got Yang Yang to level 60 and I was able to use her without dying, like I can keep her skill and her ult flowing and keep mobs together, that was a nice feeling. So I can't say I look forward to developing the rest of all the characters until I get them to 60. That is a goal. I do have that goal for them. Tactical hologram. I've beaten every tactical hologram except the Tempest Memphis. I was trying to beat that today. I'm still trying to beat that today. I'm so close, but I look forward to all the bosses. I expect there's going to be an Infernal Rider. That's going to be a challenge because my main characters is Chun Li and Chisha, but I'll welcome the challenge. Saving asteroids for weapons. No, I don't necessarily save them for weapons. I save them for characters. Weapons I don't really care for, if I'm honest. Leveling up databank. I've already done with that, so I don't look forward to it per se. Completing quests. I do enjoy complete the side quests. I have been paying attention to the side quests, and those have been actually intriguing for me. Yeah, so I will say completing quests. Open world battles. Boss battles, special enemies, tasks, and fields. I don't necessarily say it's a goal, like I look forward to it. I look forward to enjoying the scenery. I enjoy looking forward to like new environments that come out. Kind of like Mount Vermin. What are your current goals or motivations? Is one of my goals or motivations enjoying the scenery? Yeah, but actually, I can appreciate the maps. I can enjoy the changing of the maps, especially after you complete an exploration quest. I enjoyed how after you finish the exploration quest for the forest, where the main big tree was like a massive fungus home and turned into the cherry blossom home. That was a nice change. And just the scenery. Yeah, I can look forward to that. If there's more of that and other maps that come out, I'll definitely be looking forward to it. World exploration and puzzle solving. Yeah, I actually kind of do look forward to just discovering, right? the benefit of having an open world is just simply exploring the world. I do enjoy coming across puzzles I haven't solved before at my own time, not trying to rush through everything, and just completing them. So I am, again, played since day one, so we're like a couple months roughly into, a little over a couple months into the game, and I still have puzzles here and there to solve, and I still have chests here and there to open. I just opened a chest today. That is a nice thing to come across, so I can look forward to that. Tower Adversity. Yeah, overall, I do understand that the towers of the left and the right towers are geared towards whichever resonators are out. So the left tower right now is for like Jinxi, and the right tower is for Chun-Li. So if you had other characters like Jian or Yinlin, completing them with those characters might be a bit more challenging. But even then, if you have them leveled up high enough, you can do Hazard. So, but even if you have them just skills leveled up, you can eventually complete them. I do look forward to a Tower of Adversity. I'll admit it now that I think about it out loud. Events. Example given, tactical, some you look for. When they come, they come. I haven't had an event where I felt invested. I think invested is the key word here. I haven't felt invested into events. Unlike Depths of an Elusive Realm, I felt invested every single time. So, events, I don't necessarily feel invested in them. There hasn't been an event where, because I've been reading through the story of Lalo campaign, I've been documenting the small little moments you have each morning to talk to the businessman. It's a story. Not much more to say about it. So, yeah, once there's an event where it's like really good and I'm investing into it, then I'll check this, but nothing catches my eye. What new content do you wish to see in the future updates of Wuthering Waves? Okay. Everything, really. I want to see all new things. New exploration quests, side quests, yes. A more challenging combat. If you're at a level, I think I'd say maybe a level 110. I feel so because I'm at level 59, my count, or 58. My characters at top right now are level 80. So I get a challenge trying to get 2 stars at least into the Hazard Tower, and that's an enjoyable challenge. So since the level cap for all resonators right now, if you get past 60 is 90, a difficulty boss of 110, or maybe even 120, but I think 110 would be a good way to start. If they make a level 110 boss, I would really look forward to that, especially when I hit real endgame. I wouldn't know what kind of awards to give for that, but if they do make something like that, that'd be really nice. More combat gameplay, emphasis on visual impact, low skill requirement. I don't know about this one. Emphasis. So in general, I look forward to more combat gameplay, obviously, but emphasis on visual impact and low skill requirement. It's like, do I wish to see combat gameplay with low skill requirement? I mean, I don't necessarily look. If it comes, it comes. Like, if they make it, they make it, and they don't, they don't. I don't have an opinion for looking forward or not looking forward to it. So I can't say I'm necessarily wishing for it. Like, I want my next game to have low skill requirement or better visual impact. I can't say I'm necessarily wishing for it. So I'm not gonna check that one. I look forward to new main quests. Yes, obviously. New bosses. Yes. The bosses they have are great, but just a different monster. I imagine because 1.2 is going to be happening in Jinzhou, that there's going to be no new bosses. It wouldn't make sense. But when we get to Black Shores, I imagine that's a new map. I would hope to have a new enemy to go against, or a new set of bosses. The bosses themselves, in order to learn their attack patterns and also come up with different combinations of what can go into them or go against them, that's always been fun. So I do look forward to new, like, original bosses, new unique bosses. New regions, yes. I love new places to explore. New echoes. That's going to depend on the 4-star echoes. Or, it would be cool if they added new echoes that, especially for 3-cost and 1-cost echoes, that has like a niche use, like a niche use that could be justified using into a boss. The only echoes I've been using are either centered around the resonator, which is like the 4-star echoes that buff the damage of the element of your resonator, or again the little pixie fairy healer echo, since that just triggers rejuvenating set. All the other echoes are just cool to me. Maybe I haven't played around with them enough. Maybe I haven't played around and I can see what they're doing. I still wish to see new echoes in general, I will say. New resonators, yes. New puzzles. Technically, it's like, this feels weird because I wish to see new everything. New is new. I like new stuff. So, yeah. I guess I'll emphasis on, again, when I was talking earlier about the 1.1 puzzle, where you're running around raising and lowering water levels so you can get to different time manipulating devices in the cave, so you can lock Jue from the prison. New puzzles like that, I would greatly welcome. That's my personal opinion, though. I imagine some people aren't a fan of puzzles. It reminded me of playing Zelda, and I loved playing Zelda, so personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. This is a survey for personal opinion, so don't hate me, please. Depths of Elusive Realm updates. Yes, if they are keeping Depths of the Elusive Realm, I look forward to not only Scar, but perhaps also the Havoc 1.0 like final boss, that boss, I forget her name. Dreamless, there we go. Like Dreamless in an Elusive Realm instead of perhaps Scar, or even Jue in Elusive Realm. That would be cool. Going against those bosses would be cool as well. So I do look forward to new Depths of Elusive Realms, from abilities to like different things you can do, different builds. Yes. Can't say more co-op features. Can't say I've ever even used co-op before, so I'm gonna leave that in check. New campaign stories or companion stories. Chong-Li was a beautiful campaign story. If other campaign stories are similar to having NPC interactions, like again how Child Chong-Li helped you with the puzzles when they interacted with you, in terms of just exploring the new areas, each new campaign or like character companion quests, the new areas you can look around, those are nice to see. So I do look forward to those. More relaxing gameplay modes, non-combat mini-games. Non-combat. I'm assuming they mean the like running, like parkouring around the map, or the shooting, like the targets, the mini games or the game modes where they have like the purple pop-up, like the little pedestal with the purple, and you click it and you just do something. I can't say I really played those video games. So I guess for me, I'm not necessarily looking forward to it per se. I haven't even really been playing those to begin with. That's me though. Have you purchased any official game merchandise in the last 6 months, including but not limited to those of Wuthering Waves? No, I have not. If there was like a store, like I wouldn't mind. I'm a huge fan of this game. So if there's like a more accessible store, especially a store like that allows you to have like a link in the game that leads you to the store or their website or something, I wouldn't mind checking out the store, seeing if I'm interested in anything. I'm not too sure if I would buy anything though, unless there is, because I know some products that are made overseas. I'm in the West, American servers, so I know products are made overseas. To have them brought over to you, you would have to pay for shipping, and the taxes and the tolls will increase the prices and stuff. So there was I was a fan of Epic 7. I still am, technically speaking. And they had an art book for sale, but their art book was like $200. I think 60 or 70 of that dollars was the actual book, and the rest of it was just for shipping and handling. So I wouldn't mind all these being available. I'm not too sure even if they're available where I'm at, I would be able to reasonably buy them. I am not a whale. I don't have those kind of funds, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. Have you purchased the official merchandise of Wuthering Waves? No. What type of Wuthering Waves merchandise are you looking forward to purchasing? If it is convenient enough and they're not too expensive. Those are the assumptions I have if I'm doing all of this. I would not mind. Don't care for themed outfits. Well, maybe a shirt. I wouldn't mind a shirt. Plushies, I don't have virtual goods and services. Digital collectibles, social media account, cosmetics, no, I don't use those. Chibi figurines, I'm not really into those. Digital utilities. No, I don't really use those. Pendants, ornaments. I definitely wouldn't mind like a necklace or a keychain. Those are cool for me. Seed atoms. Don't really use those. Concept art books. I love art. Bags. I don't really use those. Scale figures. I don't buy those. Digital products and accessories. Keyboards. Charger. For a good price, I suppose. Collectible cards, I don't do those. Jewelry, I don't do those. Prints, signed prints, postcards, holographic tickets, I don't do those. I do not plan. I wouldn't mind buying any of this under those assumptions before, where it's for a reasonable price and it's not it's so far away. I don't mind how long shipping takes as long as it's not overpriced for me. What themes of Wuthering Waves merchandise are you looking forward to purchasing? Boss-related merchandise, resonated, Echo. I never thought about that before. For bosses, I wouldn't mind crownless on a shirt. I like the design of that boss. That's a really cool boss. I wouldn't mind most of the bosses. Resonators. I enjoy all the resonators. The designs of all of them, I think, are just beautiful. Echo. No, I can't say I'm really excited for any of the Echo. It's cool. The monsters themselves are cool. I can't say I would look forward to buying one of these though. I would look forward to buying a boss or a resonator, but I can't say I would look forward to an Echo on merchandise. Which other resonators merchandise are you looking forward to? Man, they go in real good detail. So, Yang Yang, no, screw. Verena, nah, she's adorable, but Mortefi, yes. Jian, wouldn't mind. Kachara, wouldn't mind. Ling Yang, I am not doing Ling Yang. Jinshi, I wouldn't mind Jinshi. I love her design. It's like a princess that doesn't really try and oversell you princess. It's like a leader, but modest. They struck a nice balance with her design, I believe. Yanhua. Man got drip. I wouldn't mind him. Shisha, I love her. Chong Li, I would not mind her as well. Bai Ji. Yeah, I wouldn't mind her. Alto, love the man. Female Rover. She's cool. I actually love her outfit. I don't have female Rover, but I love her outfit. Sanhua, love her. Encore. I'm just not into children, I'm sorry. I'm not into like the... Yeah, I'm sorry. Yinlin, yes. Taokui, yes. Jianshin, yes. Donjin, yes. Male Rover, yes. Yeah, so not Encore, not Ling Yang, not Rina, not Yin Yang. That sounds about right. I'm sorry, Yin Yang, I'm just... Your 1.0 voice has just left a bad impression on me. Which of these bosses' merchandise would you be looking for? All of them, I think. Yes, yes. Oh no, screw this bird. I don't want to be reminded of this bird. It's like, I get my butt kicked by this boss, I still am, but I still think he has a cool design. Jue, yes. Tempest Met. This one looks cooler. I still wouldn't mind Tempest. Well, actually, this just looks cooler. Tempest. Okay, one or the other. I would prefer Thundering Memphis, so we'll take Tempest Memphis off the list. Dreamless. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Crownless, definitely. Mech Abomination. No, screw this guy. I do not like the mech. I like the story behind the mech, but the actual design of the mech just kind of gives me a not the greatest feeling. Abe, I don't care for the Abe. The ice one I don't care for either. Imprints, I don't care for the bird. Melbourne, nice design. Scar, I would definitely take Scar. What other expectations or suggestions do you have for Wuthering Waves merchandise designs? Weapons. Abby. I'm surprised Abby isn't a merchandise option yet. Well, yeah, he was just released more or less 1.1. Well, we saw him 1.0, but in terms of 1.1, I definitely look forward to anything like similar, like a mascot design like Abby. Abby's cool. Abby's a cool guy. Anything else I can think of? Maybe a Serenic shot of settings. Example given. The what's it called? Cherry blossom tree in forest. I think that's specific enough. So like a Serenic shot of settings, I wouldn't mind that being on merchandise. Based on your current experience, do you have any additional feedback or suggestions? You may skip this question if you have no additional feedback or suggestions. I can list several. Okay. My most hyped moment when playing the game was... How to word this? Was NPC Taokui and what was the other NPC? I think it was Yanhua. I don't remember the other. I think it was Yanhua. Yanhua. NPC Yanhua. Fighting with you in the 1.0 story as you defend against the tacit discord horde attacking Jinzhou. A game mode or more story moments with the NPCs fighting with you would be amazing. It felt great to have NPCs fighting with you. Like the moment they start actually doing actual damage. So very similar where you have like ally NPCs in the form of patrollers roaming around the map, and they fight tacit discords. In the same way where you can help them, that there is just more during the story, like actual Resonator characters fighting alongside you somehow. Let me give an example. I shall also write down an example. A game would be amazing. Example given. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. If you've played that game, you'll know that when characters are able to fight beside you, whether in story or just in quests in general, it's a great feeling. For me, it's just so great. So other game modes might have that. I'm trying to think. What's the other game? I think Trials or Tales of Arise. That was also a game that had something like that, I think. It's been a while since I played Tales of Arise. And then well, actually, I said I have a lot, but that's like the one. I hope maybe if I just put the one, that they see it clearly. So we'll just put the one here. Like, it's like, this is what I want the most. Submitted successfully. And that is the end of the survey. Yeah, so I hope that clearly gave my opinion for everything.